Hello, everybody. Welcome. So, I'm doing the worst to best of the Disney princesses, the official 13 princesses list. We know there's so many more, like Anna and Elsa and so many others, but we're just going to stick to the official list of Disney princesses that I have found. I'm so excited about this. I've watched them all now. I had never watched Sleeping Beauty. I watched that. Watched Snow White a long time ago. So, yeah, we're just going to get into this list. I'm so excited. The Disney princess as in 13th place is Merida from the movie Brave, which came out in 2012. It wasn't really the animation for me. I loved her hair is gorgeous, but that's about it. She's kind of princess that doesn't want to be a princess. But I kind of got kind of bored with this movie, so I skipped to the end and wasn't really super interested in this movie or the princess. I'm sorry. So I'm going to have to give it a 3 out of 10. Like, I'm really sorry. I wasn't really interested in this one. Okay, in 12th place is Snow White, which came out in 1937. That's almost a 100-year-old movie, y'all. Almost, give or take, like 10 years. So, she may be one of the first Disney, well, she is the first Disney princess, but she's not one of my favorites. Like, I like her little outfit, but like, this one and a Briar Rose, Aurora, had like the similar story. Like, they both had to get woken up by a guy, you know? But yeah, I'll give her like a 4. Okay, and then 11th place is Pocahontas from 11 to 1. Those are like really my favorites. I just really didn't like 12 to 13. But I loved how she was always seeking adventure. This movie is also controversial because of the way they were calling the Native Americans savages, which is not nice. But yeah, I loved her relationship with both Johns in both movies. Yeah, and then she got to be with the she was dating John Smith, but then she wanted the other John. You know, it's on Disney Plus, and it comes with that little movie warning at the beginning. So I had to give her 7.5. Yeah, love the movies. Would watch them again, but yeah. And also, this movie came out in 1995, so your girl was 3 years old at the time. Funny story, huh? Okay, and the next one on my list is Jasmine, who came out in my birth year, 1992. So she is one of the first princesses that she's more of a supporting character. She's the love interest. Her singing voice is actually her speaking voice and her singing voice is by two different people. She was voiced by Linda Larkin and the singing voiced by Leah Salgana, who you may know as just Aladdin. I thought she was Mulan too, but I think that I'm confusing people. But yeah, and also, she's the heroine, but it's really Aladdin's movie. You don't really see much of her. So I had to give her a 7.5 as well. Right, next we have Rapunzel, whose movie is called Tangled. It has like little mini, see her get married to the prince. This movie came out in 2010. Okay, something I loved about her movie that was different, like when Mother Gothel, I hate that violent woman, had cut her hair, it turned brown. Like, that's something like they elaborated on the fairy tale more. I had to get this one like 8 out of 10. And Mandy Moore is Rapunzel, if y'all didn't know. But yeah, I love this movie. Love the horse and the guy and her. Yeah, she's definitely in the top 10 of the Disney princesses I like. Period. Okay, in 8th place is Aurora Briar Rose. She's from the movie Sleeping Beauty, which came out in 1959. And I think hers is the shortest out of all of them because Snow White and Seven Dwarfs is an hour and 28 minutes, and hers is an hour and 18 minutes. So you don't really get to see her a lot in the movie. Like, it's like she's there, but not. And then when she pricks her finger, it's like she's asleep the rest of the movie. It's like, it kind of sucks to see for her. Like, it would have been nice if they would have came out of a sequel and we could have seen how life was for her with her and the prince, like how they did with Cinderella. But yeah, I'll give this one a 7.5 as well. Okay, the next one is Moana. See, this is what I love about Disney. They try to bring about more diversity. But y'all could really fall on another Dark Disney princess. I'm just saying. But anyways, I love this movie. I love the music. I just love everything about it, you know? Let me see. Moana came out in 2016. So in a couple more years of hitting its 10-year anniversary. What else? Oh, they're making a live action of the movie, if y'all didn't know that. And she's the first Polynesian princess. She's played by Ola. I don't even want to say the girl's name wrong. Let's just say that she's also in the new Mean Girls movie. And, she's the strong-willed daughter of a chief of a coastal village who is chosen by the ocean itself to reunite a mystic relic with the goddess T50. It's a vibe. Did I even rank the last one? If I didn't, I'm sorry. 8.5. Okay, the next one is Raya. This movie came out in 2021. Is Raya and the Last Dragon. Let me just say, this movie kept my attention. Loved her. I loved how strong-willed she was. I love that, these movies now, they don't always make it about, oh, and she gets a guy at the end. That's it. Like, it's nice to see, like, a girl doing it on her own, I wish I could have ranked her higher, but, I couldn't break up our top 5. I'm really sorry. But she almost made the cut. And there was a funny looking dragon in that movie. But the movie made me cry. Like, it made me really see, like, Raya put her trust in someone and it actually worked out. 9 for this movie. Just a 9. Okay, and now we're in my top 5 favorite Disney princesses. In 5th place is Cinderella. This girl has had 3 movies, okay? It's not that rare that a Disney princess gets 3. The other one that got 3, the only other 2 was Belle and Ariel, okay? So, I love her. I love the dress. I love the story. I love that she, like, gets rescued because she was stuck with her evil stepsisters and her evil stepmother. And, like, she wasn't allowed to have a life and this, that, and the third. And, yeah, I give this movie a 9 out of 10. And it came out in 1950. And we're almost there. And we're almost there. So in 4th place is Tiana. She is the first and only Black Disney princess. Disney, y'all gonna need to do something about that. Well, she's not the only. Like, there's Asha, because she's Afro-Latina. But y'all still need to work on that anyway. I love the story of it. I loved it being in New Orleans. We got to see her make her beignets and basically live her little dreams. Okay. I didn't like that she was a frog. She is going to have her own series out next year. That's what they've been working on. Hopefully it didn't get postponed too far because of the stupid strike. But yeah, I'll give her an 8. An 8. We're going to give her an 8. Yeah. In 3rd place is Mulan, from the movie Mulan. And this movie came out in 1998. So let me just tell y'all, this was my introduction to, like, Eddie Murphy as Mushu. But this ain't about him. This is about her. She is a badass in her own right. She went and took her father's place to fight the country. None of them knew she was a girl, okay? None of them knew. And she was getting along, like, with the boys. Matter of fact, I feel like watching that after this video. Because I'm doing, like, movie day today. Like, that's all I'm planning on doing today. But, yeah, let me see what I said about her. I have always thought of her as a badass. She basically fought to serve her country. And, she had a second movie. She has a live action movie, which I wish they would have did a lot better. Like, there was no music in that movie. Like, hello. 10 out of 10. Nothing wrong with that movie. I love it. And in 2nd place is Belle from the movie Beauty and the Beast, which came out in 1991. One of the main things I loved about her is her love for reading, because I used to have that kind of love for reading. I'm trying to get it back. So I said I loved her because she loved to read, and I think another way I love the movie so much is because it's similar to Shrek in a way. Even though Beauty and the Beast came out first, it's kind of similar, like loving someone. She loved the Beast despite of what he looked like, loving someone not because of what they look like, but who they are on the inside. That's what I loved about the movie the most. Like, she didn't care that he was a beast, even though he's turned to the hot, handsome prince at the end. But, like, she didn't care about that. She just cared about who he was. Like the same way Fiona cared about how Shrek cared about Fiona, even though she turned into an ogre, and, like, the prince, the beast turned into a prince. But neither here or there. I loved how Belle was very, caring about her father, and, like, she did not like Gaston. It didn't matter how handsome he was to her. She was going to get to her books, period. This Disney princess gets a 10 out of 10. She also has three movies and a live action. I might review the live action Disney princesses that are out so far. But there's one weird thing. I cannot find Cinderella live action on Disney Plus, I think. But we're going to move on to the last one. I'm so excited. And in first place is Ariel from The Little Mermaid, which came out in 1989. She's always been my favorite. She is the first Disney princess movie I have the recollection of seeing. I love both versions of her, like the live action and the original, but the animated will always have a place in my heart. The way that she was so curious about the world above, even though she was stuck under the sea and she wanted more. Like she wanted to see what it was like in the human world, and she became a human, lived happily ever after. Like these are she's one of those Disney princesses. Like sure, a man rescued her and she got married, like whatever, but like it's still a beautiful story. And this is pretty much my little opinion of the Disney princesses I ranked. Would you rank them the same way, or did it seem right to you? Opinions appreciated, respectfully. But yeah, I will see you later. I'll probably be going live again. Nobody be looking for a date. I'll tell you people.